Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Savannah, a Purple Phoenix, so if you clicked on this video, you probably already know who I am, because we're going to be going over my second year on YouTube today. Basically just everything that happened from October 5th, 2023 to October 5th, 2024, talking about like some things I've learned, going over each month, bit by bit. This video is going to be a little bit different than how I did my video this time last year, which I will link in the description down below if you want to watch that and cringe at it, because I actually watched it the day before I'm recording this, and yeah, that video is something. So y'all can go check that out if you want. This is going to be the video going over, like I said, October 5th, 2023, October 5th, 2024. This isn't really scripted. I have some notes that I'm going to look at, so that way I can, like, you know, cover everything bit by bit every month, hit the highlights, and yeah, there's a lot to get through this month because we did a lot this past year, which is actually pretty crazy. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. So we started the second year of YouTube with 1,339 subscribers. I went and I found the exact number, and that's what we had when we started the second year, which is actually kind of crazy if you think about it. That I was at that number. That was only like, what, a month, not even, after hitting 1K, which, that's crazy. We grew over 300 subs in a month. That's insane. But we're gonna be starting off with October of 2023. So in October, we had the launch of Mario Wonder, and that game launched October 10th. So you all know I like to cover like all the big games that come out. I have skipped a few, but a lot of the first party Nintendo games that come out, I like to cover. I think it's a lot of fun. Cover with y'all, and Mario Wonder was the first one that I got to cover in the second year. And so that launches October 10th. This game was important because this was the first time I actually was trying to do some things different with my content creation. I decided I was gonna actually make a good thumbnail. My thumbnails before were very interesting. They were not the best thumbnails. I'll put an image of like an example thumbnail on the screen. And then you guys will get to see on the screen what I made my first Mario Wonder thumbnail. There was a big difference. I switched from using Snappa, which is what I used originally, to using Canva, and Canva was a million times better. I love Canva. I still use Canva. And as y'all saw on the Mario Wonder thumbnail, that's pretty much the format I still use today. I mean, I've switched a few things, but it's pretty much the same thing. So I've stuck with that style ever since Mario Wonder, and it just seems to work, you know? I'm happy with that style. You got me on the thumbnail, you got some text, which you don't want a lot of text, and then just the background of the game, which I think that's good. Also in October, we began the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Inside Drift Challenge Time Trial Series. We had just finished the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 3-star series, at least as much as I could, because Wave 6 was not out yet, I don't think. I think it was Wave 6 we were still waiting on. That was not out yet. So I was waiting on that, so I needed to start something new. And so I did the Time Trial series, and I like Inside Drift. Y'all know that. I main Inside Drift, so I went with my Link, Master Cycle, Triforce Tires, Hylian Glider combo that I usually like to use, that y'all hate on me for using because it stinks. But that's what I was using for that whole series. And when I first did that first video, I was kind of coming off of like how I did my commentary with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Grand Prix series, which the commentary I used to do was nothing like what it is now. If y'all have seen my videos, y'all know like I'm focused on the game. I'm trying to talk about what's happening on the game, and very rarely will I like stray from that. But what I used to do it was more like a podcast style. I would talk about anything else because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Grand Prix is not difficult. So I needed something to talk about, so I wasn't just sitting there having empty space. And so I would just like talk about whatever. So like for the first 4 videos, if I recall correctly, there was like the first 4, I still had that like podcast style bit of commentary that I was doing with Grand Prix, which thankfully I did switch out of that into something a little bit closer that y'all see today, which I did make a compilation of all of the 150cc time trials videos, which even just through 150cc, I changed quite a bit like as a creator in that time span, because that stretched like several months. So I have that video. I could probably link that down below as well, but y'all can find that if y'all are curious just to see like how that all evolved over time. So yeah, that was that was quite the journey, which that series is a lot of fun to do. I enjoy doing that a lot. But then we get over to November. And November, we had Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG launched November 17th. And that series went kind of crazy. That was the first time I had a stream series get pushed heavily into the algorithm. Before, I had like a few one-off things. I had like maybe one video that did really well, or I had one short that did super well, or I had one stream. No, maybe two by that point. I think maybe it was two. I had two that ended up getting over 1,000 views. Mario RPG ended up getting over 1,000 views from the VOD of the stream, which that doesn't usually happen with streams. If y'all know anything about YouTube, y'all know that stream VODs are not the things that get pushed. And actually, I'm curious to see right now the Mario RPG stream. The Mario RPG stream is the 4th most popular stream on the channel, and it's at 3.1k views. That was the first time I ever got extreme success from a stream series. That whole series did pretty well, especially for November 2023 standards. And that game was a lot of fun to do. I heavily enjoyed doing that. I'd always wanted to do Super Mario RPG, but didn't have a Super NES, so couldn't play the game. So I was excited that finally came to Switch, and it was great to get to see where the Mario RPG series really started. Also in November, this was also a little bit crazy. It was Thanksgiving break, and I had a problem with my computer. It did an update, like a series of updates, that bricked my stuff. My capture card wasn't working. My microphone wasn't working. That stuff just wasn't working. I couldn't get any of it to work. So I was trying everything for a few days to get stuff to work. And eventually I got the capture card to work. I can't remember what I did. I think what I did is I ended up plugging one end of the capture card to one of my other computers, and somehow that made it show up in OBS. It was a little bit crazy. Eventually that all got fixed where I didn't have to do that anymore, but I don't know what that update did. It bricked all my stuff. But my microphone, I used to use a Blue Snowball. It was a very cheap microphone. It's only $40. Actually a great starter microphone if y'all are curious what's a good starter microphone. And I could not get that thing to work for the life of me on the computer I was using. I could do it on my old one, but not the one I have right now. So I ended up getting this mic that y'all see today. This is the Blue Yeti. I got this as an early birthday gift, and we ended up using that. I've been using it for almost a year now. It's been great. But the stream I got this on was a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stream, and I said, I want to stream so badly. I miss streaming. It's Thanksgiving break. I have time off. I want to stream. So I ended up using an Xbox headset to stream.
Oh my god!
For a good hour and a half. And clearly y'all didn't care about that because people were there and they were hanging out for an hour and a half listening to me with dumpy headset mic. I don't know how y'all did that. I listened back to that stream and I said, no, I probably would have left if that were me. But y'all stayed. Y'all stayed. I unboxed this mic on stream, and I ended up using it. I had a few filters I had to change so it didn't sound anything like what it sounds like right now. But yeah, that was a whole event. But I finally got that all sorted out. So November, that's what happened in November. Then we're moving on to December 2023. December was a pretty big month. I finally got Discord in December. If y'all have been around the channel for a while, y'all know. Y'all know. People would ask, when are you gonna get Discord? When are you gonna get a Discord server? Can you get Discord? Do you have Discord? Blah, 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 blah. I would ask this all the time. I say, no, I don't have Discord. Don't have Discord. I'm not gonna be getting Discord, but I finally got it in December. I finally got it, and it's been great. It's been a great tool. I'm glad I finally got the thing. I needed Discord pretty badly. So I have Discord now. So that was a big thing. So I felt like that needed to be mentioned here. We also hit 2K subscribers on December 16th, 2 days before my birthday, which I remember I was about to start my Breath of the Wild stream on December 16th, and I look at my sub count and I see that I'm at 2K. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no way we hit 2K. And I remember there were a few creators that shouted me out. They were like plugging me like crazy because they wanted me to get to 2K. And so I finally hit the 2K. Also in that same month, Puffton, if y'all know who Puffton is, Puffton made me a stream overlay. Because before that, I was not actually using an overlay during my streams. I just had the game screen up, and then it would be me in the corner, and if I had the Timmy picture, it would just be covering the game. And all the text would be covering the game. And like, yeah, there was stuff on the screen everywhere. But then Puffton, because I finally had Discord, she made me an overlay. And so I was able to use an overlay on my streams. And that was very nice of her to make me one, because I had no idea how I would make an overlay. And so I used that for a very long time. I still use an overlay, so all thanks to Puffton, which, again, huge thank you to Puffton for making that for me. And then at the very end of December, the very end of 2023, we made the Best of Purple Phoenix 2023 video, where basically I found like a bunch of good clips from the channel in the past year, and made that video, and the video's still up if y'all want to watch that. And yeah, that was a good time. I plan on making one for 2024. I don't really want to like spoil anything about the video. I feel like I can make the 2024 video even better because I can think of a lot of good clips to put in that video. So that'll be a good one when we get to the last day of December. That'll be awesome. But yeah, that's December. That's the very end of 2023. But then we move on to January. January was a little bit more of a quiet month, but it did have two big things that happened that month. The first was that because I had Discord, I was finally able to do collabs. And the very first collab I did with another streamer was with Goth Rock Fairy. I was not streaming, but I was a guest on her podcast, the Don't Be a Karen podcast, on January 9th. I have a full playlist of every collab that I've ever done, both sides of the collabs, or all the sides if there are multiple sides. So y'all can check that out. I'll link that down in the description as well. But yeah, I was a guest on her podcast, and that was a ton of fun. It was great. And then that same day, not only was I on her podcast, I said, you know, I'm going to stream that day too. We also finished the Breath of the Wild Master Mode playthrough. We have been doing that playthrough since January 4th of the previous year. So over a full year of doing that game. Now, obviously I took breaks. I didn't stream that game like crazy, but there was a stretch of time from like, I think it was like December. So like whenever we finished that Mario RPG to January 9th, 2024, that I was just streaming Breath of the Wild Master Mode because I wanted to get it done. But we finally got it done on January 9th. So that was great. So glad we finally got that game done. But then moving on to February, there are quite a few things that happened here in February. February, YouTube did a really big update that just like changed a lot of things. They launched the ability to be able to stream on the YouTube Shorts feed. And if y'all know anything about streaming on the YouTube Shorts feed, y'all know that that means your stream, I hit the mic, your stream has the ability to get pushed a lot into the algorithm, because all you do on Shorts is you just scroll and scroll and scroll. Oh, you come across a stream on the Shorts feed. Cool. They can chat, they can like the stream, they can do all the things on the Shorts feed. And so that was a really big deal, because a lot of streamers were seeing huge success. Their numbers were blowing up. They were getting a lot of subscribers from it. It was crazy. And so obviously I wanted to jump on the train and try it out. So I did a stream of Animal Crossing New Leaf on February 9th. And I saw very similar results. I got over 1,000 views while live on the stream. And that was pretty cool. So I was pretty amazed with that. I've not seen similar success with short streams ever since that first stream. But also in February, I finally did my first official collab. Where I was streaming, and then the other creator was also streaming. So I was able to collab again with Goth Rock Fairy, and we did Mario Kart Deluxe on February 10th. And that stream was an absolute blast. We had a lot of fun with that. The only problem was that the resolution on my stream was messed up because of the short streaming I just did the other day, and I didn't change a setting in OBS, so my side of the stream doesn't look great. Karen's side looks amazing. Mine doesn't look great. But besides how my stream looked, it was an absolute blast. Like, that stream was, again, a ton of fun. I heavily enjoyed doing that. Also, in that same month, let's see, it'll be 14 days later, I was able to participate in another collab. I was invited to this huge mega collab called Cardathon. It was hosted by Super Live Gaming. And essentially what this collab was is that there would be, I think it was 4 groups of streamers. It'd be 4 groups of 12 streamers, including Super Live Gaming. And we would all be doing sections of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like all the cups, and in the process of playing through all 96 tracks in the game. So I was in section 1, and I got to play with Aaron W Gaming, Agent 810, Hezgay Cobra Gaming, Jackogene, I think is how you say that, Lightning Farron, Mr. Moo, Plankty Gamer, Sadie Gamer Mom, Shadowbones 14, the Yellow Kazoo, and Super Live Gaming himself. And we all were racing together, and we did Mushroom to... it's whatever the other DLC cup is. Is it Bell Cup? I forget what it is. It was whatever the top row of cups is. So we did that. And that was super fun. That was chaotic because you're in VC with like 10 people. And goodness gracious, that was chaotic. But that was a ton of fun. I enjoyed doing that a lot. So I'm really happy that I got to participate in that mega collab hosted by Super Live Gaming because, again, that was a blast. Also in February, we began the 200cc segment of the Mario Kart Deluxe 2 time trial series. We've been doing 150 since when? When did we do 150? October. And so finally in February, I got to do 200cc, which I have been seeing a lot of success from the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe time trial series by that point. Some of those videos were even getting over 1,000 views, which was crazy to me. I never had seen success with my videos like that before. Some of those videos really blew up, at least blowing up for a channel my size. And so we did 200cc, and that was absolute torture. Loved that. That series is something else. Also, in February, this is the last big thing in February, my mic filters. If y'all know me since before February 2024, y'all will know I had a microphone that was up to 20 decibels, with no filter, so y'all got the background noise, y'all got the fan noise from the PC, the mic peaked all the time, y'all know all the things. It was a disaster, but finally, we got the mic filters fixed because I got one of my friends, Ballamatic, to help me fix them. And so yeah, they're fixed, and I've kept them pretty much the same. I've still tweaked them a little bit since February, but they're very much more similar to what I'm at right now, which that's good because I needed to be fixing that. So that was a really big thing. And then we move on to March. We ended up hitting 3K subs on the 14th of March. So that took 89 days, which that's a very short amount of time in my opinion. But for some reason, those 89 days, I don't know what it was. They felt like they took forever. I don't know if it was just because... I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I was very busy. I wasn't really paying attention to the sub count really at all from December to March. I mean, I was paying attention, but like, I don't know. That just felt like a long stretch of time. December to March felt like forever, but we did hit 3K subscribers, and that was absolutely amazing to be able to hit 3K that fast. Princess Peach Showtime was another game that came out on the 22nd. If y'all know me, y'all know how I feel about that game. That game, I tried to like it. I went into it with an open mind. I was like, okay, I've heard some things about this game. I've heard it's childish, apparently. I've heard it's super easy. But I'm gonna not let any of that bother me. And I will say, I was impressed with certain things about the game when I was first playing it. And we did 100% it. But oh my gosh, it was repetitive, it was slow, it was way too easy. There was like, just so many things I hated about that game. And that's the one thing I've done on my channel that I will say I did not really enjoy doing much at all. Like, I actually would dread the next Peach Showtime stream I had to do. But I kept doing it because we were getting close. It wouldn't take me that long to do. I mean, it's not even like the streams were doing that well, or any better, I should say, view-wise than anything else I was doing. If we want to just talk about, like, the numbers for a minute. It really wasn't, but I was just like, you know, I just want to do this. Just because... I said I was gonna do it. So we ended up 100% Peach Showtime. And we did have some good moments, I will say. But yeah, Peach Showtime was a literal dumpster fire. And then April finally came around, which we were still doing Peach Showtime around that time. But April came around, and I got to do my first collab with the Grande Gamer on April 14th. We did Mario Party Superstars with viewers, so some of our viewers were able to play with us. That was another absolute blast. I enjoyed doing that. Listen, Ryan, I'm sure you're watching this. You know that you are a psychic type. That collab proved it. If y'all have seen that collab, y'all know all the call outs that he did. Like, he was calling out all kinds of things. That was absolutely crazy. I enjoyed doing that collab a lot. Also in April, we did start streaming Stardew Valley. Cozy games have always held a special place in my heart. When I first started doing YouTube, I actually wanted to be an Animal Crossing channel. Sorry that didn't pan out. I did not become an Animal Crossing channel. But I always did want to do that. And the cozy games have always held a special place in my heart. I did try Dinkum for a bit. I tried Forager for a bit, and there was some Animal Crossing at one point. But Stardew Valley, they came out with a 1.6 update, and I bought the game on PC, and I said, you know, we're gonna start streaming it. Because my schedule kind of shifted a little bit around that time to where I needed something earlier in the morning on Fridays to stream. And so having a nice chill game to do was better for me, because when I'm streaming in the morning, I cannot like focus as well. I'm very tired. It's a little bit harder for me. So having just a game to kind of like where your brain's just kind of shut off, but still like to where you're focusing just enough on something to where it's not just conversation with chat. So it's something not like Speak a Game, but something where you have to focus on something just enough to where like, okay, you don't have to talk the whole time. That helps, because oh my goodness, streaming in the morning can be a little bit challenging. I will also say about April, during this whole second year of the channel, April was the slowest month of the channel. Like, you know, views were down, watch hours were down, subscriber growth was down. I didn't really care about all that. I was just like, okay, this is just a little bit slower right now. That's totally fine. We'll have that, you know, go up, I'm sure, at some point eventually. I don't really care. I'm just gonna write it out right now because I'm still having fun doing YouTube. I don't do YouTube for the views and the watch hours and the subscribers and all that. I do it just to have fun. I don't really care if all that stuff's going up or not. Whatever. This is fine with me. I literally was fine with it. But I just wanted to, I guess, say that because, you know, usually with the channel over the past year, it's been like, you know, up. But like April was like the slowest, I guess, like the flattest part of the growth curve, if I can say that. Which again, totally fine. I didn't really care that much. But then that didn't last too long because we got to May. And May, oh my goodness, May was where things started getting a little bit crazy. So I started summer break in May. You know, that's when schools get out around where I live. So I've got to be on summer break, and I decided I was going to be going, you know, heavier with streaming, sticking to my video schedule that I've been doing, and I will say that all pretty much paid off. I was streaming about 4 to 6 times a week, a lot of weeks, and that was a lot of fun to be able to do. And the big thing that happened in May, the biggest thing that happened in May, was Paper Mario 1000 Year Door came out on May 23rd. That series that I did was the most successful series I have ever done on my channel. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Not only was that as successful as it was, I was having the most fun with that game that I had ever had with a game series that I've done on this channel. Like, even just putting the views and stuff aside, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, I think, is personally, unless something comes out that I enjoy more after I record this video, I think this game is my game of the year. This game is really good. Pick up this game. Advertisement for this game. Pick up this game. This game is great. Love that game. So good. Loved doing that game. I wish it was longer. I wish there was more to it because, gosh, that was so good. That stream, the first stream that I did of that game, is the 3rd most popular stream on my channel, which is sitting at 3.3k views at the time of recording this video. that was absolutely insane. I did not think I would be getting that kind of traction from that series, but that ended up happening. Also in May was the end of the Mario Kart Deluxe Time Trial series, which was definitely a little bit bittersweet. Because as much trouble as that game was giving me with time trials, the like single player portion of the game was over. And I had been doing Mario Kart 8 for such a long time, and it was like, okay, well, it's over. But I still want to play Mario Kart 8 because I know y'all love seeing me play Mario Kart 8, and I love recording Mario Kart 8. It's a lot of fun. So then I decided, okay, we're gonna do the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Grind for 10K VR series with the challenge and motion controls. And so we're still doing that. I'm still trying to get to 10K at the time recording this video. I think we have like, what, 3.2K VR? So we're like, what, a third of the way there? We still have a lot left of that series to do. But that's been a ton of fun to be able to do. We also started the Mario Kart Wii Grand Prix series because I needed a new game to play, because I didn't want to do Mario Kart Deluxe Grind for 10K VR videos twice a week. I wanted to be able to do something else that would be like, you know, the single player mode playthrough of the game. And so I put a poll on the community tab, and that poll was interesting. I put that poll out, and I had, I think it was 4 games on it. Yes, I had 4 games on it. Mario Kart Wii, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So I put some Super Smash Bros. Games in there, because I was like, okay, I wouldn't honestly mind recording videos for Super Smash Bros. I think the story modes of those games would be fun. So for a while, Mario Kart Wii was winning. And so I'm like, okay, Mario Kart Wii is winning, we're gonna be doing Mario Kart Wii. But my poll ended up getting botted, I think, because there was like, I think it was like over 24 hours. Suddenly, a ton of votes came out of nowhere. That poll is like over 400 votes on it right now. A ton of votes came out of nowhere, and they all switched the results of the poll to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So out of me suspecting that the poll got botted, I made the executive decision to just do Mario Kart Wii, and that was a great decision because Mario Kart Wii has been a lot of fun to do. I know y'all really enjoyed watching me do the Mario Kart Wii videos, which I'm so glad, again, that I did that. It's been a lot of fun to get to revisit that game, because I have not played it like seriously in probably like 7 years. It was so good to be able to get to revisit that game. So yeah, May was a huge month. Again, that was, I think, one of the best months of the channel. But even better than May, because Paper Mario Thousand Year Door came at the tail end of May, June was even better. I think June is like the month with the most going on in it. And like the best like month growth-wise for the channel. So June 7th, I posted a short. That does not sound great, but I posted a short. It was the Waka short for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. That was the first short I really worked hard on. I had dabbled in shorts a little bit before. I had seen some success with them. Others just got like 24 views. There was no rhyme or reason for like anything. And I was like, okay, shorts just kind of hit or miss. I don't really care about them too much, whatever. But I decided I really wanted to try to like figure out what would make a short good. What makes a short work? So I got help from a creator in our community, Follow-matic. He is really good at making shorts. Like his shorts blow up like all the time. And so I said, hey, I'm making this short. And so I sent him the short. And I said, do you have any advice for me to how to make this better? So we went back and forth. I edited some things, fixed it up. And that short ended up, after I posted it, getting 4,000 views. I think it gained that like more so over time, but it's sitting at over 4,000 views right now. It would not be sitting at over 4,000 views if I didn't try to like work on it a little bit differently and get help with it, because I needed some help with the way I was doing shorts. But yeah, that was great. That was the first time I had gotten a short since the Guardian Tales one that I posted that randomly got over 6,000 views, to get anything over like 1,000 views. That was the first time that happened. But then in June, on June 18th, the June Nintendo Direct happened. And I did that direct reaction a little bit different. I don't get to react every single direct because of class times with college, or just me not having like an interest in like, you know, whatever, partner showcase or whatever it is. I don't react to all the directs, mostly due to time constraints. But June is usually one I can always react to. And so it happened to be on a very good day of the week, and Balo and I, his name is Hunter and I decided we were going to react to the direct together. So it was the first time I did a direct reaction with someone else, and oh my gosh, that direct reaction is, I think, my favorite direct reaction I've done. Again, I've not done many, but that's my favorite one that I've ever done. It was so funny. Y'all can watch that back. Which, by the way, that direct reaction is also the second most popular stream on the channel. Ended up with 3,700 views somehow, and I don't know how I got that. I literally don't know how a direct reaction got that much. But then again, the June direct the year before got over 6,000, but I didn't expect the one in 2024 to get that much, but it did. And that direct was great, not just the fact that I was getting to collab with Hunter, but just the games that were announced in that direct. That direct was one of the best. You had Mario & Luigi Brothership getting announced, Mario Party Jamboree, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, a Donkey Kong Country Returns port that's gonna be released in January, and then Metroid Prime 4. When I made my thumbnail for that direct reaction, I needed like 3 characters to put on there. So I went with Isabelle, because I thought, okay, what if we got like an Animal Crossing something? Because people have been theorizing, well, we're gonna get Animal Crossing New Leaf port. So I thought, okay, what about that? So I'm gonna put Isabelle in there. New Mario Party. I thought we'd be getting like Mario Party Superstars DLC. So I threw Mario Party with a dice, or Mario with a dice block. And then I said, okay, I need one more character. And I don't even remember what I was trying to use before, but I was trying to use someone that didn't really blend with what I was doing. So I went with Samus. I said, you know what? We're just gonna throw Samus in here. I did that last minute. And then lo and behold, Metroid Prime 4 gets announced at the direct. I didn't put Samus there because I was predicting Metroid Prime 4, but there it was. It was the last announcement of the direct. And that was interesting. So I called it unintentionally. So that was fun. But also the very next day, June 19th, I started another playthrough, Super Mario 3D World, and this would be a co-op playthrough I would do with Hunter. We have been playing that collab since February, so we have been wanting to do something since February, but wasn't quite sure what to do for a bit, and then there were like times that weren't lining up, but we finally got to do something, and so we did Super Mario 3D World, and oh my goodness, that series has been so fun. It's been an absolute blast. There's a playlist of that series just by itself. It's also in the collabs playlist if y'all would like to look over that, because those collabs are absolutely hilarious. I love playing that game with him. It's a blast. We also finished Paper Mario 1000 Year Door on June 26th, which was kind of sad because I was enjoying that game so much. But it was over on June 26th. Was that like, oh, that was almost like an exact month, because it came out May 23rd. We ended June 26th. That's kind of crazy. But then the very next day, Luigi's Mansion 2 came out, which sadly I don't have a physical copy of. I didn't even think I was gonna get to stream it that day. I don't know what day that was on, but I didn't think I was gonna get to stream it. But I did. I ended up streaming it that night. I bought the game digitally. I said, you know what, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna stream it. And I didn't expect to enjoy that game nearly as much. I didn't even think that series would even do well at all. Like, not that I care if it does super well or not, but I also just thinking, like, as a creator, you know, you're gonna think like, okay, is this gonna do well? Is this not gonna do well? I didn't think it was gonna do too well. So I'm like, Luigi's Mansion 2. I don't know if anyone really cares about that game too much, but we're just gonna stream it anyway, and it's gonna be fine. We'll see how much I enjoy it. That game exceeded my expectations. I enjoyed Luigi's Mansion 2 almost as much as Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. That's probably like my second favorite game of the year thus far, of recording this video. Probably my second favorite game. I enjoyed doing that game a lot. It was fun. And the series actually did really solid. Like, I didn't expect it to do as well as it did, but Luigi's Mansion 2, the very first stream of that, 5th most popular on the channel. Somehow. I don't know how that happened, but it happened, and that was crazy. And then, the very next day, on June 28th, we hit 4K subscribers. It took us 106 days to reach that milestone. So let's see, that meant we hit 3K subs on March 14th. And so June 28th was the 4K. And so I think that's the longest stretch of time it's taken us to reach a milestone, except from like 0 to 1K. But like ever since I hit 1K, that was like the longest stretch of time that it took to reach a 1K milestone. So that was pretty crazy. That was like, what a way to wrap up June. But then July comes around. We're in July 2024. And so I decide, you know, this is gonna be another good month. Here we go. Last full month of summer break. And so we kick it off July 1st doing another stream of Super Mario 3D World with Hunter. And again, that one was absolutely amazing. And I highly recommend y'all go watch that series because it's hilarious and y'all are gonna laugh your heads off. We also finished Luigi's Mansion 2 on July 3rd, which again, I was sad because I was liking that game a lot. But we finished it. And yeah, we haven't really touched that game since, except to do Scare Scraper. We did do Scare Scraper. I do want to do another stream of that at some point. But yeah, Scare Scraper's a lot of fun to do. And then July 8th, we celebrated the 4K sub special. I haven't really talked about the other sub specials, but we did do a 2K sub special, we did a 3K sub special. But this one was interesting. My power went out at the very end of it. We did Mario Kart Deluxe and Mario Party Superstars, and my power just goes out at the end of it. The last Mario Party match we were doing though, I don't know what it was, but that match was taking us over an hour to do. I had never had a Mario Party match that was, is it what, 15 turns minimum, 10 turns minimum? Whatever the lowest you can set it to for Superstars, that's what I was doing. It was taking us over an hour to do it. And so I guess my power said, you know what? We've had enough of this, you're done. And so stream was over. But that was still an amazing sub special stream. I think that one, besides the first one I did for 1K, I think that one's like my favorite that I've done. 4K was just super awesome. And then July 10th, we did a big thing. We opened up a Discord server for channel members. So I got Discord at the app itself in December. And so July, I felt finally ready to open up a server of my own. And so we made a members only Discord server July 10th, which by the way, if you're watching this, if you're a channel member, you can go join our members only Discord server. If you would like to become a member, you can do so for as low as $1 a month. You can join the server and chat with our community over there. We have a good time in there if you'd like to join. But that was amazing. Lots of people joined. Y'all have been loving the server. Puffton made the server layout for me. And so huge thank you to her again for doing that because I wouldn't have known what I was doing. She set up all the bots, she made the channel, she did the things. So if I didn't have Puff Up, I don't know what that server would end up looking like, but she did an amazing job. And so she deserves all the credit for setting that up. And then let's see, July 15th, we did 3D World with Hunter again, but this was different. We originally, for the first 2 streams, had been doing it to where, you know, we're both streaming on our channels, or on our own channels. That's usually how like collabs work. But we set this up to be more of a co-op. We decided to switch to doing co-op, which basically what that means is that one of us would be live at a time. So we decided the first one that we would do that with would be on my channel. So we went live on my channel, and I made a special overlay for our streams where basically I would get to be on the screen and he would get to be on the screen, and the gameplay, which there'll be a picture on the screen so y'all can see what that looks like. And so we did that, and that was fun. I enjoyed getting to make those overlays that we made for the collabs. He helped with that as well. But yeah, that was a ton of fun to get to do. Just the process of making the overlays was so fun. And I love the fact that we decided to make it more like a co-op because there's just something about that that's a lot more fun for that particular game. So we did that. And then June 20th, we did a 4-way Mario Party Superstars collab. So it was me, Ballamatic, the Grande Gamer, and Gothrock Fairy playing Mario Party Superstars, the Nutheads versus the Doofs. So if y'all have been around the channel, y'all know that the Grande Gamer and Gothrock Fairy, they're the Doofs. That's been like their name for each other, the Doofs. And then Hunter and I were the Nutheads because he just randomly called me a nuthead one day and it stuck. So we're the Nutheads. And oh my gosh, the excitement everyone had around that collab was so fun to see. And so we did it the night of June 20th. That was so fun. I won't spoil the outcome in case y'all would like to see the collab. It's in the collabs playlist if y'all want to see, but it was a lot of fun. That collab was absolutely amazing. And then July 29th, I did a ton of collabs this month. Jeez. How many times did I collab? 4 times. Okay, 4 times I collabed in July. So July 29th, collabed again with Hunter on 3D World, but this time we were over on his channel because, again, we were going to alternate channels, and so we got to do that over on his, and that was fun. Also in July, I don't have like an exact date written down of when I did this, but ever since I made the overlays for the collab I was doing with Hunter, I decided, okay, I want to upgrade my overlays and my graphics. My graphics were a little bit outdated. I had those for quite a bit, and my design skills were not as good when I made those, and so I had a little bit of experience, so I decided to fix them up. So like what you see me in right now is one of my updated graphics. This is my full screen, as I call it. And then of course there is my waiting screen that I decided to update. I updated my channel banner, and then Puffed in around that same time updated my streaming overlay to match the rest of my graphics that I had made. So that was super nice of her. And so we have that overlay that we've been using ever since. So when y'all see that overlay on the streams, that was made by her. And then I updated all my other graphics, which I think this looks a lot better than what I was using before. So yeah, that was pretty great. Finally got to freshen all that up. And then August comes around. Here we are, we're in August 16th. Guess we don't care about the first part of August, we care about the middle of August. So August 16th, I posted the ranking my top 5 Zelda games short. I had not done a ranking games as a short. I had made clips of ranking the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks from a larger video that I made a long time ago. Those shorts are garbage, don't watch them. But I had done that. But this was the first time that I took my new knowledge of making shorts, because I had made a few that had done super well. And this is the first time that I made a short just like without asking. Well, maybe I asked like one thing about the short. Because Hunter and I were going back and forth on like how, you know, the best way for me to do these shorts. This is the first time that I took that knowledge and just made the short mostly like without a lot of extra help. And that short, as of the time of me recording this video, this short is at 19.4K views at the time of me recording this video. That's insane. That is the most popular short on the channel to date. And that short was a lot of fun to make. I enjoyed doing that. I have another one similar to it sitting on the back burner that I will maybe put out sometime in the future. But yeah, that was absolutely amazing. So again, my most popular short, we posted August 16th. August was mostly spent stream-wise trying to finish Tears of the Kingdom, which as of the time recording this video, we're still not done with that game. We were trying to finish Tears of the Kingdom. I've been going very heavy on Tears of the Kingdom streams. Like if you look through August streams, all but like 2 or 3 are Tears of the Kingdom streams. Like I went heavy with Tears of the Kingdom. I said, we're finishing this game. I want to be done with this game. This game's taking way too long. So we're just gonna go heavy on the streams. And it's a lot of fun to be able to do Tears of the Kingdom, but after like doing like 70 plus streams of it, I'm definitely kind of ready to be done and move on to something else. So we're still working on that as of the time of recording this video. So that's awesome. I also, that same month, posted the reaction video to the Echoes of Wisdom Still World trailer. I just woke up and said, oh, this trailer is out. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna react to it because I haven't done that in a long time. I have not done a reaction video to a trailer in a long time. I think since like a Tears of the Kingdom trailer that dropped. I decided to react to that randomly. So I decided to react to this one. And that video somehow gets over 2,000 views, which I don't understand how. I spent like maybe 30 minutes on that video, but that video greatly exceeded my expectations. So thank you all so very much for watching that. And on the very last day of August, we hit 5,000 subs. I did a Guardian Tales stream. I was like, could we hit 5K today? Maybe, maybe not. I'm streaming Guardian Tales. I don't really think a lot of people are gonna sub to me for Guardian Tales, but people did, and we hit 5K. And that was absolutely insane. So thank y'all so much for 5K. That's where we're sitting at right now at the time we recorded this video. That's the 1,000 milestone that we're at, 5K, which is absolutely insane to have hit that less than a little over a year from hitting 1K. That's crazy. And then September comes around. September 1st, I decided, you know what? We're gonna make a big change. We're gonna change the channel PFP. Oh my gosh, I felt like that was a huge deal to darken the gradient and to put some little stars on it. That's all I did. That's the difference with the channel PFP. If y'all are in the Discord, our Discord server logo is how the old PFP looked, and then you just see the channel PFP as it is now. It looks very similar to like what this full screen looks like. But that was a big deal for me to change the PFP because I had that PFP ever since I started. I said, you know what, 5K is a big deal. Let's switch it up. Let's do things a little bit different. Also in September 5th, we finished the Mario Kart Wii Grand Prix series. So that was a ton of fun, and we began the Mario Kart Wii Time Trial series on September 10th. Which is the just against the normal staff ghost using the worst combo in the game. And then again, we grinded Tears of the Kingdom the majority of the month because I didn't have anything else to play. And then September 26th rolls around, we have Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which we are still doing a series of that at the time of me recording this video. This game is pretty fun. I'm enjoying this one a lot. Definitely not nearly as much as Paper Mario Thousand Year or Luigi's Mansion 2, but this game is still great. Zelda's awesome, my favorite video game series of all time. And so, yeah, we've been playing this game, and it's been a ton of fun. We also did an unboxing video of the Switch Lite Hyrule Edition because it's a Zelda Switch and I needed it, I guess. And that video, I will say, went much better than the last time I unboxed a console.
Oh my God!
If y'all seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that was great. I made some improvements. And so now we're finally into October. We're only 5 days into the month. Well, actually, it's not even October on the day I'm recording this video. It is September 29th. I cheated. Oh my gosh. I'm recording this the Sunday before this goes out. But whatever, this is fine. So we're only 5 days into the month, the time this video drops. I'm cheating. By this point, we will have finished up the Mario Kart Wii Worst Combo Challenge series on October 3rd. And then earlier, on the day this video goes out, we will have celebrated 2 years on YouTube, 5K subs, and 1 year of being monetized. I just decided to throw all of those 3 milestones into one stream. And so yeah, we will celebrate that, or we will have celebrated that by the time this video is out, and I'm sure it went amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and thank y'all in advance for being there, if you were there. If not, the VOD is up and y'all can watch it. But yeah, that's amazing. And I will go ahead and say, I know I've already said it in that stream, but that'll be the last subscriber milestone stream I do until if we reach 10K. I've done 2K, 1K, 3K, 4K, 5K sub celebrations, but I think until we reach 10K, we won't do another one. It's not that I don't think 6K, 7K, 8K, and 9K aren't big milestones. It's just that celebrating every 1K, in my opinion, after this point isn't as necessary. It just also makes the celebration streams feel a little bit more special if they get spaced out more. So we're not going to do another one until we reach 10K. But that covers my full second year on YouTube. And oh my gosh, that was a lot of stuff. There was a lot more stuff there than there was when I did this video this time last year. But I want to end this segment talking about some things that I've learned from my time on doing YouTube, because now I've been doing YouTube for 2 years. I would say I know a few things, kind of. So I came up with some things that I could give as advice. So if you're a YouTuber or you want to be a YouTuber, here's some advice I would give you. You can listen to me or you cannot listen to me. It's up to you. So the first thing that I have written down here is that you're always going to find ways to improve. If you watch this video that I made today and watch the first video that I made when I first started my channel on October 5th, 2022, you will see a huge difference. Just in demeanor, in sound, in quality, in like just editing, just how the channel was. You will see a difference in the way my streams were. Like, there's always something you can do. Even right now, me recording this video, I'm thinking like, okay, when I do this time next year, I know that I'll find some way to improve it. I'm thinking of things that I do right now that I'm like, you know, I probably could have done better on that. That's okay. You're always gonna find a way to improve. You are never gonna be perfect as a creator, and you will always find some way to change and evolve, and that's good. And if you look back at your old content and say, that was terrible, good. It means that you have grown. It means that you are doing better now. So that's a very good sign. Eventually, you know, like for example, the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door series I did, I talked about that being the best series on the channel. I look at that now and say, I could have done this, and this better. Good. That means that I've already grown from the time that I did Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. Just using that as an example, you will always find ways to improve. Second thing I have here, listen to your fans and what they would like to see from you. That's important. If you're playing stuff that like, your audience doesn't really care about, no one's gonna watch. Like, you gotta play stuff or do things that your fans want to see. Now, you will always have those viewers who will be diehard loyal, who will watch you watch paint dry. You will have those viewers. But try to play stuff that you think your viewers would like to see from you. But in that same vein, here's point 3. Play what you want to play and cover what you want to cover. Prime example of this is me with Mario Kart Wii. A lot of people have said, play CTGP, do Mario Kart Wii Online, do Mario Kart Wii Battle Mode. I understand people would like to see that. But number 1, I am against doing modded content on my channel. Number 2, I don't really want to do Mario Kart Wii Online or Mario Kart Wii Battle Mode. Number 3, I'd rather just go on and play something else. Mario Kart Wii's been fun, but I don't really want to do anything extra with it. That's fine. And if people want to watch me play the next Mario Kart game, that's great, they will. But I personally don't want to do any of those things on my channel. So yes, they are enjoying the Mario Kart Wii content I'm currently putting out, but I'm not interested in doing anything else. So don't let them control completely what you play. Play what you want to play. Cover what you want to cover. I didn't cover Mario vs. DK. Some people wanted to see me do it. I didn't do it. That's fine. That's okay. I didn't want to cover that. Cover what you want to cover. Your personality is going to shine through more if you're enjoying the content that you're making versus if you're feeling forced to make content. So make sure you're enjoying what you're doing. The next thing, set an upload schedule that works for you and don't let others dictate your schedule. Find the schedule that works for you. I upload 4 videos a week and I stream at least 3 times a week. That does not work for everybody. That has not always worked for me. Some weeks I don't upload 4 videos a week. Sometimes I don't stream even 3 times a week. Fine. That's my schedule. That's what I'm able to do. If you can only upload once every month, that's fine. That's your schedule and that works for you. Find a schedule that works for you and your viewers will find you and they'll watch you when they can. That's an important thing to understand because sometimes it's like, well, if I don't get 2 videos out this week, I failed. No, you haven't. You just haven't gotten 2 videos out this week. That's fine. Your schedule didn't let you do that. Don't feel like you gotta hold yourself to a certain schedule because I know for some channels that's a hard thing to feel like you're doing well, but it's your schedule at the end of the day. Your schedule, you decide when you upload. The next thing I have here is don't compare yourself to other channels. That is a very easy trap to fall into. On paper, if you've not started YouTube, it's like, oh, that's not hard. Kind of does get hard when you get into it, because it's like, oh, so-and-so's video did better than my video, or oh, so my video did better than so-and-so's video, or whatever it is. Or like, oh, this person is playing the exact same game as me, but they're doing better, or oh, I'm playing the exact same game as this person and I'm doing better. Whatever it is, don't compare yourself. Every channel is different. It doesn't matter what your sub count is. That doesn't matter at all. Comparison is bad and it can really rip you apart because every channel is unique, every person's unique, and whatever they're able to do with their channel is what they're able to do. And everyone has different things that they're better at. So definitely don't compare yourself. And the last thing, don't let numbers drive you. Just because a stream series, let's use a stream series as an example, isn't doing well, I guess well, in whatever your terms are, doesn't mean you should stop doing it. If you're having fun with it, continue doing it. Don't let the fact that you got 20 less likes than normal or 200 less views than normal prohibit you from continuing to do that. If you had fun doing that stream, do another one of it if you want. It's okay if it didn't do as well. Now, I guess that can kind of contradict, like, oh, listen to what your viewers want to see from you. But again, play what you want to play and cover what you want to cover. That is very important. And looking at numbers is very much a trap for YouTubers. You will look at your numbers. I look at my numbers. I know how many views a video is getting. I know how many likes a video is getting. I know how many likes my streams are getting. I know how many views they're getting. I know what performs better than other things. But that doesn't distract me from doing what I want to do. I've done certain things on the channel that hasn't really made like a lot of sense. Guardian Tales is a great example of that. Guardian Tales is not my most successful series on the channel at all. But I still do it because I love that game. And I also know that I have viewers that love seeing me play that game. And so I continue to do it because that's what I want to do. I don't care what the numbers are telling me. The numbers that tell me I need to stop doing that and do something else. Technically, on paper, if you want to look at it like that. But in my mind, I want to keep playing it. So don't let the numbers dictate what you're doing. And so all that is Purple Phoenix's YouTube advice. I don't know if that advice is any good or not. Take it and do with it what you will. Ignore me. That's totally fine. But I just thought I would put that at the end because, you know, I've done YouTube for 2 years. Might as well put a little bit of advice out there. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of everything that I have to say here. So I just wanted to go ahead right at the end here and give all of y'all a huge thank you. Everyone who subscribed, everyone who's watched my videos, everyone who liked a video, everyone who's disliked my videos, everyone who hates me. Everybody. Y'all are all amazing. Seriously, thank y'all so very much for supporting the channel. All the support y'all give the channel does not go unnoticed. Trust me, everything, I notice it. So thank you all so very much for being here and supporting my journey on YouTube for 2 years now. It's been an absolute blast. Year 3 is gonna be even more amazing. I have plans for year 3. Don't you worry, we got a lot more stuff on the road ahead. But yeah, that's all I've got. So I want to go ahead right here at the end of the video and make sure to give a big thank you to our Tier 2 channel members. Thank y'all so much for taking the opportunity to upgrade your memberships to the next level. Your extra support really does mean a lot to me. So thank y'all so very much for being Tier 2 members of the channel. And I hope to see you in the next stream, video, short, whatever it is I put out. Year 3 is going to be just as amazing. Thank y'all so very much for supporting the channel. Bye, guys.